Hi, welcome again to Caboose Fresh. If you haven't used this before, I'll just spend a couple of minutes introducing myself and talking through the concept. So my name's Mark, and we've got our head chef, Dan, joining us also. I'm a complete novice, not a chef by any stretch. So Dan's going to talk me through how to do this. I've never cooked anything like this before, and if I'm quite honest, I'm really not looking forward to this. I'm quite overwhelmed by the amount of stuff that I've got here, so yeah, I hope this goes well. And that's the whole point of having Dan here. So in the pack, you get a nice brown bag with all your ingredients in. You'll also get a recipe to follow, and you've got your QR code to scan in here, and obviously you've got the video. So the idea behind it is that following a recipe can sometimes be a little bit confusing, and it moves it. You know, you have to cook at quite a pace, which you can't really get from the page. So Dan's here to kind of kick me up the backside, I guess, and move it along at the pace it needs to go at. There's a few things in here that you'll have prepped already. That's just to make sure that you've got everything to hand while you're cooking. And if like me, you'll have been at this for about an hour to get it to this stage, so it's stressful already. So, Dan, do you want to tell us a little bit about this dish before we get going?
Yeah, it's just a different kind of curry. It's a Balti. It's not like a chicken tikka masala or a korma or something like that you would order from the Indians normally. It's a little bit more healthy. It's not as saucy, this one. We've got your own flatbread on there. It's not a spectacular like a naan bread or anything. It's literally just a flatbread, something that you can make yourself in minutes, just to mop up the curry, whatever sauce you've got left. It's a really nice dish, and it's really healthy as well.
Okay. Right. Like I said, I've got all the prep done. Everything's set out. I've got my pots and pans ready, Dan. So I'll strap on a helmet and get away with it then.
Yeah, no worries. Right. So the first thing you want to be doing, you just need to heat up oil in your big saucepan. So that big saucepan there's for the curry, the little one's for the rice. You want to heat that up with the oil in, a little bit of veg oil, and just start getting hot straight away. And then you can add the fenugreek seeds to that straight away.
So just veg oil, yeah?
Yeah. You want a good amount of oil in there, to be honest. And then maybe it's a little bit more than what you would usually use for like a steak or whatever, you know. Right, so then you can put your seeds straight in.
Yeah, waiting that oil getting hot first or not?
Yeah, you can just chuck them in, and what you want to do is just, when you add the seeds, wait a little bit, get the pan, start to get the pan hot, the seeds will pop. As soon as you would see one of the seeds pop, that's when you can add your onions.
Got the seeds here.
Right, and just give them a stir. You'll need a wooden spoon there. You should have one next to you. Uh-oh.
What?
I thought you lost your spoon already. I just get them a stir and then turn it up onto a high heat, and they will start to pop. And it's going to be fast paced this, so what will happen is once we've got the chicken in and all that sort of stuff, you're going to let that simmer, start cooking the rice at the same time. So halfway through cooking this curry, you'll start with the rice, and then when they're both on, that's when you'll make your breads, and then right at the end, that's when you'll make the cucumber and mint yogurt.
Okay.
Right.
Sounds terrifying.
Right. So is that oil quite hot now? Is it?
Yeah, it's pretty hot.
So they haven't popped yet, have they?
Can I hear a pop?
You'll just see them start to move a little bit.
Oh, they are starting to pop now, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, to get the onions straight in. Right, that's it. You want to give them a stir with a little bit of table salt in. You need to add salt to start to draw the moisture from the onions, and they'll start to caramelise nicer.
Just a pinch of salt.
Just a pinch of salt, aye, and then get the spoon and give them a good stir. So you want to fry that for a minute or so. Then while they're frying, you can get the rice ready in the pan to get ready to start cooking.
So the rice in first?
Yeah, just chuck the rice in, then chuck the water in, and then you can start to cook that soon.
Is it a small amount of water?
Just need about an inch over the top of the rice that's in there. then give it a stir so the rice isn't sticking to the sides.
I haven't got the pan on yet.
No, it's fine. You just need to make sure it's not all clumped together. Right, then those onions, just make sure you keep stirring the onions as well. It's still on a high heat, that is it?
Yeah. Should I put the rice on there or not?
Yeah, you can do, because when it's ready, you can just take it off anyway, you know? You don't have to serve it straight away. You can take it off and leave it for 5 minutes if you need to.
Smells lovely that already.
Right, so what you want to do now is add the garlic and ginger.
Where's that one? Here it is.
That should smell nice now.
Huh?
That should smell lovely. That the garlic and ginger is lovely.
The seeds smell really nice.
It smells good. You can make a garlic and ginger paste if you like. If you want to blend it, you can add it as a paste, but you don't really need to. It's better to chop it, I think, so there's more chunks of vegetables in there. Right, so once that's fried for about a minute, you can chuck your spices in.
Which ones? The dried?
So the 2 plates, you got one there with chili powder on, I see, and then you got a plate with 3 spices on. All the powdered spices, basically, you can just chuck straight in.
Okay. So I've marinated the chicken just with the yogurt and the lemon. Is that right?
Yogurt and lemon juice. Yeah, so you don't want to use that just yet. Just keep that aside for now. I'll chuck your spices in. So once the spices are in, you just need to control the heat, because if you got it on too high of a heat, you'll burn the spices.
Okay, they're nice and brown now.
Right, okay.
Not really brown, but yeah.
Yeah, right, just turn that down and whack the spices in now. You need the spices straight in. Then you're going to sweat that off and just control the heat, like I say.
How will I know if it's too high?
Because it'll start to go really dark, and you don't want it to be too dark, you know. So, right, what I would do now, I would just chuck the chicken in.
Chicken, yeah?
Yeah, go for the chicken now.
Do you like my bowl?
That's it, yeah.
I've used every bowl that I've got in the house.
Yeah, you will have, Right, so just turn that heat up high and give it a stir. You just want to get the chicken nice and coloured. It won't colour too much because of the yogurt, but you just want to make sure it starts frying.
What, sorry?
It won't go too coloured, but you just need to make sure it's frying and it's not boiling, you know. So then you can leave it to cook for a bit now, because you don't want to stir it too much. And if you stir it too much, it'll just cool the pan down. So if you let that cook for a bit now, make sure the rice is okay. Maybe give that a stir.
Yeah, that's simmering away now, the rice.
Right, okay, good. Right, just need to keep an eye on that then.
And then the essentials here.
The essentials. I haven't got one here, like. If you now you can even, while you're cooking the chicken, you can start with the bread. You can start making the bread mix. Right, so bear in mind, you're going to be making this. You just need a bit of water in with the flour and some salt. And you just need enough to make it into a dough.
So how much water is that? The 125 mils?
I think it will be. Is it the same amount of flour as it is water, I think, is it? Or is it half the amount of flour? Yeah, right,
yeah.
That'll be right.
So the water in first, or the flour in?
Flour in first.
Flour in first.
Yeah, yeah.
All of it?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, go for all of it,
And then the water in?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Right, then you knead that into a dough.
So I don't whisk it or anything?
No, just mix it with your hands into a dough. You will be going back and forward from that bowl to the pan, so you can just grab a hold of the handle with it. It doesn't really matter. It's just flour you've got in your hands, you know.
So that again, Dan?
So you can use your hand if you're needing that. You can still use that hand to grab the pan rather than spilling it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you need to add more water to that, you can.
This isn't. It just sticks to your hand.
It does, it does. You'll need to knock that off your hand and then put a bit more flour on your hands, you know?
More flour in my hands.
Yeah, you can do, right? Is it quite wet, that, is it?
Yeah.
Right, so you just add a bit more flour if you need to. And then you can add the tomatoes into the chicken.
Hold on. It's still quite wet, Dan.
Yeah, just add more flour to it. As long as it makes a nice dough, do you know what I mean? If I could see it there closer up, I'd be able to help more. But it's as long as it makes a nice dough and you can knead it. That looks about right. Then you just put flour on your bench and knead it on the bench, you know.
Flour on the bench.
Yeah, and then knead it on there. Start to get the gluten working in it. And then you need to make sure that chicken's not burning as well.
Yeah. I'll just use that other hand I've got free here.
Right, so then you need to add the tomatoes into that.
What about the rice?
The rice, just keep checking it. Just it should simmer away for about 10 minutes before that's cooked.
Add the tomatoes to what?
To the curry. Right, then give it a good stir. How's that looking, the curry?
Looks lovely.
Right, okay, once you've stirred that a bit, you add a little bit more salt, and then you want to add some water into it and let it cook out.
Smells tremendous.
It's really nice. Nice recipe. That rice looks about done now, is it?
Yeah.
Right, if it's done, just pull it off, and then you're gonna we'll deal with that after.
How much water goes in the curry?
Just enough to cover it. Just cover it. Like you want to still see little bits of the chicken popping out the top, you know. Give it a stir, and then just let that simmer away.
Right. This hand situation's grim.
That's fine. Just put a bit more flour on there if you need to. And then you need to cut that into two. And then you're going to roll it out so you can get your frying pan on and start getting the frying pan hot.
Really sticky, is that right?
Just put a bit more flour on. Just keep adding flour. So add a little bit more flour to it, like a good handful of flour to that, and then cut it in half. And then you're going to have to roll them out into two.
That feels better now.
Ah, there you go then. So cut that into two.
Yeah.
And then make sure you keep stirring that curry as well. Or just keep moving the curry pan. And you've got your rice turned off the heat now, haven't you?
Yeah, rice off.
Right, okay. Is that simmering away? Does it look a bit more like a sauce now, that?
Yeah, it does, aye.
Right, so just turn that down so it's simmering. You don't want it to boil too much, you know? And now you need your big frying pan on. You need to start getting that hot. Right, so when you've rolled the bread out, when you roll the bread out, and that pan's hot, you don't want any oil in the pan. Just dry fry them. So you're just going to cook the bread either side, just like you would a pancake.
So how thick should the bread be when I roll it?
I mean, well, obviously thicker than a pancake, but you'll see, it's just got to be quite. I mean, I'd say the size of a pound coin, you know. I mean, even that would be all right, I'm sure. Yeah, it just looks fine, eh? Yeah.
Italian.
Right then, if your frying pan should be hot now, so you should be able to chuck that in.
Oil?
No oil, no oil.
Right, the frying pan's roaring hot.
Yeah, go for it. Just chuck it on there dry. And you need to keep an eye on that. You're looking for a lifter?
Yeah.
There you go.
Just going with a spoon.
It's fine. Just check the bottom of it and see how it's looking. Is it still soft?
Yeah, it's still soft.
Right, so then roll the other one out, but just be aware of it and keep your eye on it. Now, once you've rolled that one out, add the chopped coriander to the curry, add the fruit and nuts to the rice, and then add the green chili sliced thinly to the curry as well. After you've finished your bread.
No.
I would finish the bread first, because then just do that last minute.
Put coriander in the curry.
Yeah, but then add the chili last minute. Right, so that bread should be ready now.
No.
Is it on a high heat?
Yeah.
Oh, it should be nearly there then.
I've turned it up a little bit more.
Right. You want it on full whack.
Yeah.
Right, now keep an eye on the bread, and then you can add the fruit and nuts into the rice, and with a pinch of salt.
There's not much colour on the bread yet.
No, it's all right. Just keep it frying on a high heat, and keep pressing it down with the spoon as well, if you like. You know.
Good idea, that spoon, isn't it?
Yeah. Right, now you've got that done with the rice. So you need to finely chop that chili.
Chop the chili, yeah?
Yeah, slice it thinly. Keep the seeds in and everything.
So, including the seeds, you said?
Yeah.
Starting to colour that now.
Still in the colour, right? Good. Right, then you chuck that chili into the curry and give it a stir.
How fine does it need to be?
Just like that, that's fine. I'll just do them into little rings, just slice them into rings and just chuck them in.
That way take someone's mouth off.
Nah, you'll be fine. Just give it a stir and then just that's it for the curry. Right, that's it. So you can start the next bread now. Have you got the nuts in the rice as well?
Yeah.
No. Almonds are in there. Ah, there. They need to go in there, right? Right, so then you need to start the next bread, and while you're doing that bread, you'll finish the mint and cucumber yogurt. Yeah, that'll do. Just lift that one out. And then straight in with the next one. Right, so you want to mix the yogurt, cucumber, and mint with a little bit of salt and a squeeze of lemon.
Yogurt, cucumber, salt and lemon.
Yeah. And the mint. You've got chopped mint there, haven't you? That's the last thing there, the chopped mint.
Yeah.
Yeah, just add that chopped mint and then give it a stir. And then just give it a squeeze of lemon juice at the end.
Oh, look at that.
That's spot on, that, aye. Brilliant.
Spoon, you see.
Spoon. Right, so that's it. If you get your 2 plates out, or bowls, whatever you want to use, you want to make sure the chicken's cooked as well, Mark. So I would bring the pan over, lift a bit of the chicken out, and then cut it on your bench, and just take the biggest piece out and cut that and see if it's ready. It should be like. And how does that curry look? Does it look like it's got too much sauce in it?
Yeah.
It looks like it's got too much in.
Yeah, it's pretty saucy, yeah.
Right, so that's fine. Just you can maybe boil it down a bit more, or just drain it out. When you lift it out with a spoon, just drain some of the water off. You know.
Yeah, the chicken's done.
Right, spot on. Okay, right, you got your 2 plates out.
Lovely.
And then you know what to do with this. I mean, I would just obviously just serve it as you would have any curry. You know, a bit of rice and then the curry sauce, curry and the chicken and the sauce on the side, and then serve it with the bread and a little bit of the mint and cucumber yogurt.
So what's the best way of serving it? Just put the rice in the middle, or?
I would put just, yeah, you can put the rice on one side, then the curry on the other side. It's up to you. It's personal preference, you know.
Yeah, that's good. We'll do it 2 different ways, huh?
Yeah, go for it.
A lot of rice.
There's a lot of rice.
Yeah, but it's about right though. Nice and The rice is beautiful.
I can always go back for more, you know. Then you just want to use a ladle or any kind of spoon for that, really.
There's a lot of chicken as well.
That's fine. No one's going to complain to you.
You've got to be stuffed after the curry, wouldn't you?
Aye, true.
Okay, what we're doing with the
Like, you can just serve it in the bowl like that if you like, or you can put a bit on the plate. I'd split between 2 plates if you like.
I had a bit of coriander left over. Is that
Yeah, you can just sprinkle a bit over the top.
there we go.
Aye, panic over.
The breads look good.
Yeah, they look great. Aye, they look spot on.
The curry looks awesome.
That looks about right. Aye, spot on.
Well, you got a bit of sweat out of me. So how we done? Is it all right? Happy?
I can't taste it, can I? So I'm guessing it should be fine.
Well, it looks the part at least. So I've got an absolute bomb site going on here, but apart from that, we got there, and that's the whole point. You know, if I can do it, then you can do it too. With a little bit of guidance there. I mean, you can see it's pretty fast paced. Following just a recipe, you might get yourself in a bit of a flap there and not know how long to keep things on for and what to keep looking out for. But the help's really good. Yeah, I'm going to go and enjoy this now. I hope you enjoy yours. Thanks very much again for using Caboose Fresh. And Dan, thanks very much for your help during that. It was really, really good.
No worries.
Good stuff. Right, cheers. Thanks very much.
Thank you.